Hello! Welcome to ranking Honkai Star Rail characters at a sleepover slash slumber party. I made this video for Genshin Impact and recently for Zenless Zone Zero, but I've never done the slumber party tier list for Honkai Star Rail. You know I had to do it to them. Alright, these ones always have a ton of tiers. Let me go over what we got. We have the ultimate pranksters, watching horror movies, dramatic spin the bottle circle, hyped up awake all night, responsible one taking care of others, pillow fight dueling ring, slept at a reasonable hour in a separate room, fell asleep first, got pranked, and mom come pick me up, I'm scared. But before we get started, what browser are you using? Does it come with a customizable Jingliu theme? I didn't think so. Well, we can fix that because today's video is sponsored by Opera GX. Is your internet browser holding you back from a truly customizable and optimized gaming experience? If you're not using Opera GX, it just might be. Get an unparalleled gaming and browsing experience by switching to Opera GX and customize your experience with GX mods. I personally went with this Jingliu theme from Honkai Star Rail, but there's plenty more to choose from inspired by your favorite anime and gaming worlds. These free mods come equipped with dedicated wallpapers, background music, keyboard sounds, opening and closing tab sounds, custom splash screens, UI icons, and GX icon, and shaders to add some fancy flair. You can enable or disable mods anytime by accessing the mods menu from the sidebar. As for one of my personal favorite features, check out the pop-out video player to continue watching your favorite shows or catch up on the latest character trailers while you grind for materials. And if you're traveling to Opera GX from another browser, use the convenient quick import tool to seamlessly transfer everything you need from one browser to the next, faster than an unskippable black screen cutscene. Check out Opera GX for free using the link in my video's description or pinned comment, and upgrade your browsing experience today. Thank you again to Opera GX for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to that slumber party. All right, today we're gonna start with Mr. Argentus Bobentus. Okay, he's gonna be like, one must get their beauty sleep. Of course. So he went to sleep first and absolutely got pranked. I'll show you beautiful. And they're like drawing on his face with a permanent marker. Or they like cut some of his hair. Don't do that. Whoever's doing that, don't do that. Next up is Boot Hill. I don't think he's being a prankster, but I do think he is firmly in the pillow fight dueling ring. Who's gonna fight the champ? He's like chasing people down. We'll see who's dueling Boot Hill, I guess, later on in this tier list. Acheron. Never showed up, got lost on her way there. No, everybody has to be here. Nobody's allowed to skip out on this slumber party. Why do I feel like she's silently watching horror movies? She's not reacting at all. She's just like sitting there, taking it all in. All right, we got Mr. Anaxa. While I really want to put him in the dramatic spin the bottle circle, I do think he would sleep at a reasonable hour in a separate room. Yeah, I don't know. He's like in bed reading a book by 9 p.m. Slams the door, locks it. He has enough sense. Do not come in here and prank me. I will shoot you. Aglia. I also feel like she slept at a reasonable hour in a separate room. Aglia has sense. She knows what's going down at slumber parties and she doesn't really want any part of it. Arlen. I'm gonna say he's responsible, taking care of others. Mildly afraid of getting pranked. What if he's like, if I just don't sleep, no one can prank me? What if he's really sensitive to pranksters and he's like trying to help the people who just got pranked and woke up crying? He looks over and sees Asta in the dramatic spin the bottle circle. He's too nervous. He's too nervous. He doesn't want to go over there. I can't do it. Aventurine. Do you think he's trying to prank Dr. Ratio or something? Starts a gambling circle to oppose the spin the bottle circle. He has some game circle and he's messing with people. Bailu. Where is the eating all of the snacks? I guess she would be hyped up awake all night because she's in a sugar rush. There's some mad snacks at slumber parties, okay? Black Swan. Oh my god, what if she's also watching horror movies with Acheron and she just like leans over? Boo. Just tries to like scare her. I feel like Black Swan likes seeing people get scared by the horror movies. I don't know. Blade. He does not want to be. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. He doesn't want to be there. He keeps trying to sneak out the door and do like an Irish goodbye, but Kafka's like, Bladey, get back in here. Bronya. I also think Bronya and Zila are watching horror movies. It was Bronya's idea. Zila's like, yeah, horror movies. I love those. She's like quaking. What is this, a double date? What is going on over here? Clara. Okay, headcanon. Svarog doesn't let Clara eat sugar or drink soda. So she's at the sleepover and she's just going crazy on the soda pop. Bouncing off the walls, going nuts. Svarog picks her up the next day. Clara, what happened? Dunhung. I think he fell asleep at a reasonable hour in a separate room. He doesn't doesn't want to be here. He has a few slices of pizza and then just departs to his chambers. Castoris. This is the sad version, but mom, come pick me up. I'm scared because she's afraid of touching anybody. She can't play spin the bottle. It'll be spin the bottle to your grave. I feel like she really wants to be there and make friends and just have fun, but inevitably she's sitting by the window just kind of like, I can't really be here. I gotta go home. Oh, I'm sorry. Cypher. Got a little VTuber cat girl. All right, she is ultimate prankster. I'm putting her at the top of the category. She is stealing your wallet. If you brought any money, it's not your money anymore. Dr. Ratio. I think he also slept at a reasonable hour in a separate room. Him and Anaxa are like reading the dictionary. Wait, they're like, oh my god. Do you think by the end of the night they're like, normally I don't admit this to anyone, but you're a smart guy. You're really cool. You know that? Fei Xiao. She is hype, awake all night, but not on the sugar. She's on the liquor. Watch out. You better take it away from her. Firefly. Okay. Dramatic spin the bottle circle. She is living for the slumber party situation. She's just trying to have the girliest slumber party experience, and what better way than to play spin the bottle? We've all had that experience, you know what I'm saying, ladies? Dude, okay. Have I ever admitted this live? I played spin the bottle when I was in 7th grade at a slumber party, but it was all girls. That was my first kiss. I can't exactly remember the details. It's a little fuzzy, but anyway, Hushen. One might think slept at a reasonable hour in a separate room. I do think she's a hyped up awake all night. She's that girly pop who doesn't admit she likes super sugary sweet drinks, but you know she does. They go into work on Monday. Never recount that to anyone, genuine. Hyacinth. She is responsible, taking care of others. And then at the end of the night, her and her little unicorn friend are all snuggled up, sleeping soundly. No one would dare prank her, and she would dare prank no one. Gallagher. He's slinging the drinks, dude. He is so happy that Fei Xiao's at this function. He's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get paid today. Well, would you call him responsible if he's slinging drinks? I don't know. Okay, I made a new category called providing sustenance. Drinks count. Japard. Definitely responsible, taking care of others. Come on. Do you think he fell asleep first and got pranked? He seems like the type. No, he's gonna be up here. He's at risk though. I don't think he fell asleep first, but he's definitely at risk, and Serval would be behind the weapon for that one. Gwynaifen. Ghost hunting squad. Definitely watching horror movies. Let us put the others up there. However, whoa, mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. They turned on The Grudge and she's not having it. She watched the previews before the movie and ran to the bathroom to go hide. Hanya. Okay, new headcanon. Hanya and Shui, they watch like the gnarliest horror movies because they're just trying to feel something. I don't know. They all watch The Grudge and then after they're like, okay, what should we watch next, guys? Hanya's like, Chainsaw Massacre 2004. I don't know. What's the worst horror movie? I don't watch them. Herta and the Herta. I don't know. She's mysterious. She's just like, she's got all her puppets hanging around. What if she's pranking people? Wouldn't that be funny? It's on accident. She's the accidental ultimate prankster. Everyone in the horror movie category is on edge because Hanya and Shui's little suggestion moment. One of Herta's puppets just like shows up in the middle of the room. The Herta, on the other hand, okay, she's providing sustenance. Whether or not you want to eat that sustenance, that is up to you. She's baking cakes and cookies. Gonna make some delightful treats. The oven blows up. Himiko. She is the responsible mom friend taking care of others. I feel like she's corralling the children that are like hyped up on sugar. Clara, your dad is not gonna like this. Hook is also in the hyped up awake all night category. Himiko is gonna tell your dad, all of you. Jade. She slept at a reasonable hour in a separate room. You know, homegirl's gotta get her beauty sleep. Nobody is getting in here to steal my hat. Okay. Why is that the prank of choice? Xiaoqi. I mean, he's not gonna fillet somebody at the sleepover, so I guess he's providing sustenance. Maybe he's giving people hangover cures. Fei Xiao. Yeah, he's on nurse duty. He's doling out medicine, but also maybe he's cooking. We'll see. Jingyuan. Him and Fei Xiao are just getting hammered. Xiaoqi's like patting their backs on the toilet later, like Jesus Christ. Jingliu also slept at a reasonable hour in a separate room. I don't know. She just kind of gives off like mild party pooper energy at this function. Bainan. I don't write the rules. I just enforce them. Look, I don't know what led them there, but Kafka. I think Kafka potentially started the dramatic spin the bottle circle. It's a slumber party. It's a classic. Come on. Everyone's like, okay. Lingsha. I feel like she's also playing. I don't know. I mean, she could be responsible helping others, but Girly Pop's off duty. Luca is dueling Boot Hill in the fighting ring with pillows. They're gonna become best best friends after this too, just wait. Locha. Ooh, hate to do it to him, but you know I had to. Slept at a reasonable hour in a separate room. Him and Jingliu are sharing another bunk bed. I don't know, they're plotting. Lynx feels like she brought a bunch of snacks. Like, I feel like she knows a bunch of hacks for making like really nice snacks. That rhymed. March. While I do think she could enjoy watching horror movies, I also think she's gonna be in the dramatic spin the bottle circle. Oh my god, the girly pops. What is happening? Misha is like, what is he doing? I feel like he's responsible trying to take care of others. You know, he's got his little hotel lobby cart. He's wheeling it around, trying to give people Lynx's snacks, bringing Jiaocha's food back to the kitchen. They have a little bit of a complaint. I'm so sorry. Mose, I'm gonna be mean to you. I'm gonna be so mean to you. You're not allowed to run from me. You're going in the circle. Who put you there? Fei Xiao, you Mose, get your ass in that circle. He's like, no. He's trying to run away so bad. He's like eyeballing the door with the widest eyes ever. God, this is so funny. Kafka weighted the bottle so it keeps landing on him, and he's like, oh. He's got painted nails by the end of the night. He's wearing like blush. I love that for him. Natasha, she is responsible taking care of others. She's got like a little nurse setup happening over there in the corner. She's got a bunch of boxes of liquid IV. Pela, I feel like Pela is a romantic at heart. She potentially wants to be in the spin the bottle circle. Yeah, I'm gonna put her there. This is just getting more and more ridiculous with Moza like the only guy in this circle. Tingtia, do you think she's in cahoots with Aventurine on their little gambling circle? I think they are. They're trying to out-gamble each other. Rappa is hyped awake all night. She's going nuts. She's going crazy. Again, on the sugar. She's not on the alcohol. It's just these two bozos. Even if she's not hyped up on sugar, she's just hyped on life. Robin. What if she's the surprise pick watching horror movies? Sunday's like, Robin, you know those are frightening. Yeah, I can handle it. Whatever. She's totally chill with it. Maybe she watches horror movies on her weekends and nobody knows that about her. Ron May. Girl, you are the horror movie. She's pranking people. Adding fuel to the fire, making this dramatic spin the bottle circle even more awkward. Making people do and say things that they wouldn't normally say. Oh god. Someone come arrest this woman. Sampo feels like he's all talk. He's like, yeah, you know, I've been to sleepovers. I've pranked some people. Meanwhile, he falls asleep and gets pranked. Yeah, you know, the old finger in the bowl of hot water trick. I've done that a million times. Gets it done to him. Pees his pants. Serval, I'm gonna add her to the drinking buddies squad over here. Remember, I said earlier, she's gonna like encourage someone to prank Japard. She's like blasted. Someone go get Japard. I swear to God, it'll be so funny. Like, okay, Serval, girl, go drink some water. Silverwolf, ooh, she's probably pranking people, like hacking into the mainframe, messing with the people watching the horror movie. She figured out a way to make the TV cut out and like it comes back up with static and like ghostly images. Sparkle as well. She's the ultimate prankster, but oh my god, she's messy with it. We need a scenario. What's the scenario? She's gonna definitely like take over somebody's body. She clones Aventurine, goes to Dr. Ratio in Anaxa's room. Hey, you know, I can't hide it anymore. I've been thinking about you all night. Anaxa's in the back like, ew. This is so out of character, but I just, hear me out, okay? Sunday, he's terrified. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. He hates this. He's shaking at the thought of Robin watching a horror movie in the other room. He wants to go home and he wants her to come home too. He's like convincing her to leave. Come on, please, we gotta get out of here. Tingyun, she has just become exceptionally difficult to rank because like, which version of her do I consider? You know what I'm saying? Like, she could be ultimate prankster. Again, with her little body double situation. Walks into the horror movie room, cracks her neck. Whoa, girl, don't do that. Topaz, kind of getting the vibe that she's responsible taking care of others. Trying to like get back all the stolen wallets that Cypher took. Her and Numby are on the case. They're trying to hunt down these pranksters. Tribby, hyped up awake all night. Again, the sugar gals. We got the sugar gals up here. Just running around, knocking stuff off the shelves, having a grand old time. The two trailblazers, I think they're gonna get talked into the dramatic spin the bottle circle by Kafka. You are both sitting down right now. Okay, look, see, we got another fella in here. Moses like, thank God. Mr. Welt Yang, he is, ooh, sleep at a reasonable time or responsible taking, he's responsible. Him and Himiko, they're taking care of people. Just, you know, playing mom and dad, making sure nobody gets hurt. Yenching, do you think he's phased by Jingyuan and Fei Xiao getting drunk? Like, does he have like a mom come pick me up, I'm scared because he doesn't like when they get drunk? Or is he like responsible and taking care of them? them. I think maybe he's the latter, like one night only. Yanqing's the adult in this situation. These two are the bumbling fools, and he's like dragging them by the collars to the bathroom. Yukong slept at a reasonable hour in a separate room. She was in the military, girl. She knows that people are getting pranked here. She's not having any part of it. And finally, we have Miss Yoonli. Again, fell asleep first, got pranked. You wouldn't expect it. You think she's the type to have eyeballs on the back of her head, but she had a blind spot. Okay, I love this. This is so fun. These sleepover ones are amongst my favorite topics. I feel like I'm the ultimate prankster. I'm just like rubbing my hands together, putting all these people in situations that are so unlikely. Anyway, as per always, give me your headcanons in the comments below. Who's your favorite character? What are they up to at the slumber party? Also, let me know if you have any crazy slumber party stories from your real life. Please tell me someone else had their first kiss in a spin the bottle circle. If you like this tier list, go check out the Genshin one. Go check out the Zenless Zone Zero one. I also have an entire playlist of my crazy tier list. If you prefer Honkai Star Rail, there's a ton of them in there as well. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're interested in more wacky Hoyoverse content. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!